Hi, Bill. Let me tell you something as we start the show. It's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place. It's impossible to sing and play the bass. You're a lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I practice, but it will not mean a thing. 'Cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing, 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 sing. You see, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. Do 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 do, boo 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 boo. Do 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 do. Then, when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind. And the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melodies, bass lines, and chords is no less a miracle than Lord. So as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me, keep this all in mind. Remember this is serious, remember this is art. Remember this or I will fall apart. Da 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 do 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 do. Then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede. And he'd only sit and she'd only sit and laugh at my wanted greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space. And she made the rules for molecules, yes, atom, time, and space. Made the rules for molecule, atom, time, and space. That she knows it's impossible. To sing and play the bass. There it is. Well, welcome, folks. Good to see y'all. We're supposed to remind myself to take the pen out of my shirt. That's not good. Everybody okay tonight? It's a kind of a overcast day here in Long Valley. I thought it was Long Branch. It's Long Valley, New Jersey, just west of Hackettstown. And as I come to you from beneath the Verizon tower here, well, I'll point up and you can see the dark clouds too. It's kind of fun. Whoa. Well, it looks like clearing, but it's not. There's no clearing up there. It's just all dark clouds. Ned White, Helmer Helms, Stephen Goldberg forgot his passport. Went back to New York. That's right. Oh my God! What a story I have about John Bunch forgetting his passport. I don't want to tell you that story, but remind me to tell you a story about John Bunch's passport. This is a song that probably won't make it into the show. His working title is Lord Baltimore. See, this song got written 40 years ago. That's why it has some relevance. Carbon monoxide is spewing from cars. It blots out the sun and it blots out the stars. Heating the atmosphere, scientists say. Melting the ice caps away. And as the ice melts, it is not surprising the oceans are ever so steadily rising. Steadily rising through high tide and low. Florida will be first to go. Goodbye, Miami. Goodbye, Lauderdale. Pass me a bucket. Pass me a pail. Old folks in condos are up to their knees with the wind and the salt and the sea. Goodbye, Miami. Goodbye, Sarasota. The Gulf Coast now reaches Pierre, North Dakota. Tampa is damper than ever before. And Key West ain't Key West no more. There'll be no need to worry about air pollution. When you're up to your neck in a saline solution. The tide she come in and she lingers about, but the tide she don't want to go out. Goodbye, Miami. Goodbye to St. Pete. The ocean has risen about 30 feet. The tops of the toll booths are all that you see as you sail down the parkways for free. Goodbye, Miami. Goodbye, Lauderdale. Pass me a bucket, pass me a pail. Old folks and condos are up to their knees with the wind and the salt and the sea. Seize firmly, seize, seize. When you sing seize quietly, it doesn't want to be in pitch. Seize, but when you sing it firmly, seize. Okay, another little lesson learned. So, let's see what we have on the Stephen Goldberg. John, we're playing somebody's Silicon. I put it. That's a beautiful song. Thank you, Helmer. Ross Patterson is watching. Hey, Ross. Thank you very much. Daryl Pellegrini. Stephen Goldberg. I find using the number 2 brush works perfectly for organized clouds. You do. Why? I find the number 9 brush works better. It holds more gray paint. You can take a 9 brush and just glob it into gray paint and just Paint the whole sky. Paint the sky. Paint, paint, paint. But I'll take your word for it. I'm sure you know what you're doing. Stephen Goldberg, we're playing to Howard. Hidden Valley. No, this is Long Valley out in just Jan Stevens. Hey, Jan. Debbie Martin. Joe Muccioli. Joe, I misled you the other day. I said Long Branch. It's Long Valley. It's in Hackettstown. It's just west of Hackettstown. Just east of Hackettstown. Sorry, just east of Hackettstown. And I've had a little, I'm having a little discipline problem with my trophy. My trophy has become aware that he's becoming sort of a celebrity. And he wants a little more attention. He wants a little better place in life. So I said I'd think about it. What do you think? It's what he wants. He says, no, it's not just two. I didn't just get one trophy. You got two of them. And it's important that everybody know about it. So that's where he wants to be. Fine. Doesn't want to be in the show anymore. Just wants to sit in the front of the car. Oh, he'll be in the show. When we get back to New York, you're going back to your old position. No. I don't want to. I like the car. No. Anyway, that last song, Goodbye Miami, is on a list of songs that probably, it is pretty. And I sang it, I realized it's a pretty song. And maybe it needs to be in the show just because it's pretty. And I can always find some. Lord Baltimore, which is a very elegant name. I mean, everybody knows who Lord. My daughter didn't know who Lord Baltimore was. My daughter, she had no recognition of the fact that Baltimore was named after a Lord Baltimore. And mostly I used to play in the Lord Baltimore Hotel a lot when I was a kid, parties and stuff on banjo. And I played a lot down in Lord Baltimore, and that's where I saw Dwight Eisenhower. I was down there, and he was running through the lobby. He had made some kind of political speech, and he was running through the lobby, and they hustled him through so quick. But I saw him live. So I must have been anywhere between 12 and 15. I was very young. 50 miles to the border. I think I'll do that. Did I just do that now? Goodbye Miami. No, I want to do Me and Margarita. Same key. The good thing about the key of D is when you play songs in the key of D, playing songs in the key of D, that's good. Another good title. Nice little pitch exercise. Oh, why I'm going up the string with one, because I got tacit permission from Gary Carr, because he was playing. I had a concert with him. He played a private concert for me in the back porch of his house in British Columbia. Just me and him, and he would play Bach for an hour. And when he goes up top, he wouldn't go. He'd go. Just use. I said, Jesus, if he can do that, I'm going to try to do it. Anyway. This song got written actually before Playboy Club. But in Playboy Club, I end this song with, pack my car and drive to Mexico. And I did. And I went to Mexico, and the first thing I found in Mexico is the food made me sick. Now the food in Mexico is fine. It's just the different bacteria in the gringo's belly made him sick. I was sick as a dog. Everybody else is fine. And after that, I learned to take a big jar of peanut butter with me. Anytime I went to Mexico. Now no one go to Mexico no more because you can't get back in the United States. But I got down there and I was sick. And I wrote a little poem for myself. 50 miles to the border, just an hour to go. Me and Margarita say goodbye to Mexico. 9 days in the heartland on an eating, drinking spree. Now Montezuma's got the best of me. Stop at every station as emergencies occur. Peasant lady stares at me and I stare back at her. I'm asking for directions, but the people only shrug, watching me do battle with the bug. Heat is dancing, prancing, rising. Heat is dancing, prancing, rising from the desert floor. Cactus and iguanas bid goodbye forevermore. Oh, no more living water. Enchiladas so suspect, leaving my insides completely wrecked. Completely wrecked. Heat is dancing, stop and ask the cowboy for directions to the border. He can see I'm in distress and he laughs at my disorder. Pesos in my pocket, I will throw them in the desert sand. Then I will kneel and kiss the Rio Grande. Sand across the highway, cactus everywhere. Dirty mountains passing by, windswept, bald and bare. Got to keep on moving on, I've got to keep on rolling, 'cause Montezuma's dancing in my colon, in my colon. Speeding down the highway, but I can't go fast enough. I've got fantasies of customs agents going through my stuff. Pesos in my pocket, I will throw them in the desert sand. I will kneel and kiss the Rio Grande. I will kneel and kiss the Rio Grande. Rio Grande. Oh, I was sick. Anyway. David Munt, Hidden Valley. Number 2 brush. Makes them happy. Silicon. That's a beautiful song. Ross Patterson is watching. Darryl Pellegrini is watching. Bill Crow, can I get a little tree in the... How's that? If I stand like this, you can see some tree, okay? Uh-oh, I hear thunder. If I hear thunder, I am out of here. Did you hear that thunder? There's a thunderstorm coming. But don't worry, I'm protected by the tower because it'll hit the tower, so there's no problem. I really do hear thunder. I may have to be cutting this thing short, and you'll just take a ride home with me. Hi, Tomoko, how are you? Listen to all these songs, Tomoko, because we're going to be doing all of them. Tomoko, I was just up at at a recording studio in Pennsylvania today. Rockford, something like that. where you and Sherry have recorded. What a beautiful studio. Man, I didn't expect it. Howard Gloucester, very prescient song. Well done. Oh, that's, you're talking about the other one. But that was 40 years ago, John. 40 years ago I wrote that. Elmer Holmes. Subaru? No, Toyota. Like a Rolls Royce. Right, exactly. In case people don't see, my statue has, my trophy really wants more recognition in this world, so we're, that's him up there. That's he wants to ride up there from now on. Right. Like a Mac Award Royce. He says, you know, I mean, he says, you didn't just win me once, you won me twice. I'm very important. I need to be seen by the public. Fine. Wait till it rains. Wait till it rains. He'll change his mind. I just wanted to do this song today because I love it so much. Look at the weather coming in. Can you see the weather over there? There's the tower, and there's the weather, and there's me. And up there's a big roar of clouds coming in. I don't know if you can really see them. Yeah, there they are. So don't be surprised if, just like in that famous movie where the guy rides the guided missile down, and all of a sudden you hear beep. Was that where it was? I'll try to get into the car just before. Beep. Strange, strange sky. But Irving Berlin killed me with this song. And I, every once in a while, just have to perform it for my own sake because it's so much fun. And there's a little lyric at the end that I guess he wrote that is just out of his mind. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the Ritz. Different types who wear a day coat, pants with stripes and cutaway coats, perfect fits. Putting on the Ritz. Dressed up like $1 million trooper. Trying hard to look like Gary Cooper. Super duper, come let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. Putting on the Ritz. Tip his hat just like an English chappie to a lady with a wealthy pappy. Very snappy, you'll declare it's simply topping to be there and hear them swapping smart tidbits. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Putting on the Ritz. Tip his hat just like an English chappie to a lady with a wealthy pappy, very snappy. You'll declare it's simply topping to be there and hear them swapping smart tidbits. No one will ever write something like that again. That's just right out of the 20s, 30s, whenever it was written. You'll declare it's simply topping to be. You'll declare it's simply topping to be there, and hear them. You'll declare it's simply topping to be there. You'll declare it's simply topping to be there, and hear them swapping smart tidbits. I can't sing it without playing it. You'll declare it's simply topping to be there, and hear them swapping smart tidbits. And what it gets me is that's a very hard song for Irving Berlin. I'm just imagining him writing that thing. He had a room in Atlantic City where he would work for 24 hours at a time. I think that's what the story. I think I remember that book. And I can imagine, you'll declare it's simply topping to be there, and hear them swapping smart tidbits. But once you get to know the form of one of your own songs, I guess it's not too hard to come up with new lyrics. But those are brilliant lyrics. But they're not in the main song. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk. Come, let's mix where Rockefellers walk with sticks or umbrellas in their midst. And of course, Howard Gloucester, alias John Weber, like myself, always thought umbrellas in their midst, M-I-D-S-T, like a lot of umbrellas in their midst. Oh, we're just surrounded by umbrellas in their midst. And that's a very interesting song by a Jewish man. But then they all write songs like that. They all put themselves in other people's situations. Okay, before we get rained out, and I think I see the clouds are coming right at us. If I hear one bit of thunder, I'm out of here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to avoid the 10-song thing because I don't want to get myself too distracted. If I hear the slightest rumble, bye. I know I'm chicken. I should be out here playing with the lightning coming down and the rain dripping off my hat and the bass just... Let me tell you something. As we're starting the show, there's a little something I think. No, won't be doing that. I'll be gently getting into the car. And I'm going to leave the trophy on the car. I don't think he cared about that. Cared for that one. So many galaxies and planets do exist. 1 billion stars out there, astronomers insist. Red stars, blue stars, white stars, supernovae just abounding. The possibilities for life are just astounding. Atoms splashing, atoms smashing, planets crashing, nuclear explosions, giant stars, crater scars, simple soil erosion, temperature on suns that run 1 billion degrees, and a little planet full of birds and bees. But the billions of the stars out in the universe are slowly burning out, their energies disperse. According to my sources, in 100 billion years, the final star will flicker out, fulfilling all our fears. Yes, one day the final star will simply flicker out, leaving total darkness and cold ash scattered about. God will sit and watch till the final flicker's done, and then she'll put her feet up on her desk and say, you know, that was fun. Doo-da, doo-da, ba-be-doo-ba, bo-be-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, boo-ba, boo-doo, boo-boo-ba-ba, boo-ba-ba, boo-boo-ba-ba, ba-ba-ba-ba, boo-ba, boo-ba-boo-boo-be-doo-be-doo-be-doo-ba, boo-ba-ba-doo-ba-doo-doo-doo, ba-boo-ba-ba, boo-be-doo-boo-be-doo-ba, be-doo-ba, ba-boo-be. Others say the universe will simply just contract. Back into a little ball amazingly compact. Back onto a pinhead will go matter, mice and men, to do it all again. Another big explosion, another wild ride. A very novel plan, now it cannot be denied. And there doesn't seem to be much we can do to change the plan. So do not fret. Live your life and love your fellow man. Love your fellow man. And that includes them all. That includes all men and women. You know. It includes everybody. Which is what the United States is in an uproar right about now. I didn't think about that until I sang it. And I realized, of course, what could be more urgent than that? Do 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 do. It's getting closer. I don't want to worry you. Let me see what's going on here. It may rust. Of course it will rust. Hi, Kristen Zito. Just saw the rain coming right at you. Just saw radar rain coming right at you. Yes. Bernie Feinberg is my Bernie. It's raining out in Jersey. I'm going to have to get Peter Boyle's version. Boating on the rigs. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits? Putting on the race. But I don't like to make that's since our president started doing that imitation, it's not funny anymore. It ain't funny. Ritzy Solo. Thank you. John Feeney, Carl Leonhart. Dad, watch out for the rain. Now, there's my daughter telling me it is. I know everybody can see it. It's coming right this way, and I'm standing beneath a tower. And you know what's going to get struck first in this whole area is this tower. So I think we're just going to call our show short tonight so that I can actually survive this. What do you think? Is that too much to ask? I just heard a slight rumble down there, and that's enough for me. So I must bid you a fond adieu, and I'm sorry to cut it short, but, you know, it seems the proper thing to do. When my daughter asked me to stop, I stop. All right, dudes, I'll see you tomorrow. We'll be in New York tomorrow, and we'll start a minute early to make up for what you've missed. Goodbye, everybody.